Good evening and welcome to FAMU News 20 at 5. I'm Taylor Bishop. Florida Congresswoman Gwen Graham sent a message to Congress, get to work. Graham from Florida's 2nd District will file a bill this week that she calls the Shutdown Prevention Act to force Congress to stay in session until it passes a federal budget. Congress agreed on a 10-week extension to avoid shutting down the federal government. This stopgap measure expires December 11th. Graham's plan also will freeze congressional travel funds during the 30-day extension, forbid recess, and limit weekends of members in Congress to just 2 days. These restrictions will remain in place until an annual budget is passed. The 2015-2016 county budget has been passed. The new $238.4 million budget is a 4.4% increase from last year's. This year, the county has budgeted for $1.5 million to go towards sidewalk priorities. The priority sidewalk must be serving multiple schools, connecting schools to parks and essential services, and must provide the best return on investment. These are 3 levels of priorities. Visit the TV News 20 tab at thefamuandonline.com to see if your nearest sidewalk is on the list. The agreement between Leon County and the Florida Veterans Foundation for the administration of Veterans Emergency Assistance Program for the 2015-2016 fiscal year has been approved. The board approved $25,000 worth of funds to be reallocated to Veterans Emergency Assistance Program, increasing the amount of $50,000. In conjunction with the Florida Veterans Foundation, the county has been able to assist 125 veterans with financial emergencies totaling $37,000 for the 2015 fiscal year. And residents have battled for a noise wall to be built at the Capital City Amphitheater located at Cascades Park, and their fight has finally ceased. Multimedia journalist Mary Chastain tells us more.
Cascade Park has been a main attraction here in Tallahassee, but some residents aren't happy with the noise. After a 3-year battle between the commission and Tallahassee residents, a 30-foot wall will be built.
The first idea of constructing a wall came up right after Cascades Park opened because we had some audio experts do some analysis of the sound impacts from the amphitheater, and they gave us a list of options that could help to mitigate those impacts on the neighborhood.
An engineering firm noted that the noise levels from the amphitheater were objectable and intolerable for residents. Rattling of the light fixtures, walls, and windows were common problems residents say they faced. The sound levels were 25 decibels over the outside noise, reaching as far as 3,000 feet away from the amphitheater.
We started investigating the design and the cost feasibility of a sound barrier, but we didn't actually get the approval to move forward with constructing that sound barrier until September 28th at the Intergovernmental Agency meeting, so just a week ago.
Blueprint 2000 was excited to hear the 8-1 vote from the city and county commissioners. After a 3-year dispute for funding, the nearly $500,000 wall is expected to be placed on the south end of the park. Cascade has a lot of new things to offer the city of Tallahassee. Be on the lookout for what's next to come. I'm Mary Chastain for News 20 at 5.
For more information on the noise wall, you can visit blueprint2000.org or wooddrives.com for more updates. Leon County has experienced a 40% increase in local tourism in the past 5 years. This increase has resulted in record totals for the city of Tallahassee and surrounding areas. Football and politics have played a pivotal role in the boost of tourism. Florida State football and 2 special sessions have caused visitors to flock to the state's capital. Parents visiting students has also played a part in the numbers going up as enrollment has increased steadily over the years. Leon County has welcomed 2.4 million annual visitors from 47 states and 36 countries. And staying with tourism, the Leon County Commission hopes for the capital city to build a convention center, but it won't be easy. Commissioners want the Florida legislators' permission to increase its bed tax so that there are more funds to maintain and operate a convention center. Tallahassee civic and business leaders have talked about building such a facility for at least a generation. Included in the Commission's 2016 legislative agenda is a proposal to expand eligibility for a local option to impact tourist development tax to counties that are home to a preeminent state research university. And representatives from the Chicago organization Cure Violence will be in the Tallahassee area this week. The organization will be promoting their community-based model to address gun violence. The visit will look at what Tallahassee is already implementing and where there is room for implement the Cure Violence Highly Tailored program. Implementing the program will put on-site offices in neighborhoods identified as high crime areas and will cost around $350,000 a year, and with $75,000 going to Cure Violence and the rest being reinvested in the community. The Tallahassee Fire Department Capital Area Chapter of the Red Cross and the State Fire Marshals are reminding residents that every room needs a working smoke alarm headed into Fire Prevention Week. The week is scheduled to last between October 6th through the 10th. The three agencies will be hosting family-friendly events on each day to spread fire awareness and education. This year's Fire Prevention Week campaign includes smoke alarm messages for installing smoke alarms, test alarms, and to call the fire department from outside the home when there is a fire. And a group of local Tallahassee students were recognized after topping the state and national rankings on an international math contest. The students were recognized during the awards ceremony, which was also the mark of the start of another competitive math season. Questions were selected by an international committee of mathematicians, and the competition was organized by grade level from 1st through 12th grade. In addition to medals and certificates of achievement, national and state winners are awarded prizes like books, games, gift cards, toys, college grants, and mathematical summer camps in the U.S. or in Europe. And a measure to legalize medical marijuana is going before the Florida Supreme Court. Attorney General Pam Bondi asked the High Court to review the wording of a proposed amendment. The court must decide whether or not the amendment is misleading or whether it complies with single subject requirements. The Supreme Court is asked to review an amendment if supporters can gather at least 10% of the signatures needed to place it on the ballot. Supporters of medical marijuana will need to collect more than 683,000 signatures by next February in order to go before voters in 2016. And coming up on News 20 at 5, a West Palm Beach police officer has been accused of rape. To Gabrielle Dawkins with your entertainment.
This is your daily entertainment with Gabrielle Dawkins, and Paul Walker's legacy as a philanthropist lives on. This is the 2-year anniversary of the Fast and Furious star's death approaches. Meadow Walker, his daughter, continues her father's legacy with the Paul Walker Ocean Leadership Award. The Monterey Bay Aquarium presented the 2015 Paul Walker Ocean Leadership Award and Youth Award to 2 deserving individuals who are working to protect the ocean. Moving on, Bill Cosby loses another honorary degree. The University of San Francisco joins the growing list of universities to revoke an honorary degree awarded to the comedian. It's the latest setback for Cosby over sexual assault allegations, and the University of San Francisco says the comments Cosby made during a court disposition back in July do not coincide with the school's views on sexual assault. Fordham University, Marquette University, and Brown University also pulled their diplomas within the last week. That does it for your entertainment. Back to you, Taylor, at the desk.
Thank you for that, Gabby. And Shakuria, what can we look forward to in today's weather?
Well, Taylor, this small cold front hit us pretty strong, creating some calm, cool weather. But this week we'll be back to some warm weather. I'll have that and more for you after the break.
Stay tuned. You're watching News 20 at 5.
$7,000 high school students drop out every school day. That's a line of desks more than 4 miles long. We can keep students in school. Visit boostup.org and take the first step.
The 9/11 Memorial will honor my partner and the officers who responded that morning.
It's for my brother.
And my 343 brothers who didn't make it.
It's about hope for the future.
So we always remember September 11th.
For my husband who never came home.
And the first responders who saved my life.
This shows the world that we can rebuild.
That we are united.
And that we are strong. Because the best of humanity can overcome the worst hate.
It's for all the heroes like my dad.
This year, the National September 11th Memorial opens in New York City. Join us to honor, remember, and reunite. To learn more or to reserve your visit, go to 911memorial.org.
I'm lucky. Let me help you with that. I get to do something I love. It has nothing to do with touchdowns or titles.
Everybody bring it in.
I get to play a part in the life of someone just starting out.
How many of you think homework is just as important as teamwork?
I help keep kids in school.
Good.
And that's the name of the game.
My name is LaDainian Thomason. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United.
Welcome back. I'm Shakoria Burns with today's weather. For today, it's mostly cloudy, but a small shower is expected later on in the day. The temperature is 71. Winds are pretty high, blowing north at 12 miles per hour. Expect for the sun to set at 7:19 p.m. Tonight, we'll have partly cloudy skies. The low will be 63. Winds will tone down a little bit tonight, blowing north-northeast at 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, we'll have partly cloudy skies. Our high will be 81 while the low is 60. Winds will be blowing north-northeast at 9 miles per hour. The area temperatures today are mostly cloudy skies, where the high will be in the high 60s to low to mid 70s. The low will be in the low 60s. If you check out the temperature in Bainbridge, it's currently 70 and the low is going to be 62. In Marianna, there's cloudy skies where the high is 72 and the low is 61. For the 5-day forecast, it's looking oh so nice with mostly cloudy and partly sunny skies. On Wednesday, it will be sunny where the high will be 83 and the low will be 61. On Thursday, there will be mostly cloudy skies where the high will be 86 and the low will be 65. And on Friday, we'll have partly cloudy skies. The high will be 87 and the low will be 66. And that's all for weather today. Now back to you, Taylor, at the desk.
And Travis, we had a busy weekend in sports. What can we expect after the break?
Well, Taylor, it indeed was a busy weekend. I'll talk to you about how, FAMU did against Savannah State, as well as the Florida State Seminoles as they took on Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And the MLB playoffs have now begun. Stay tuned. You're watching News 20 at 5.
My name is Darrion Thomas Brown, and I am a proud graduate of the Florida A&M University School of Nursing. Studying nursing at FAMU is one of the best decisions I could have ever made next to marrying my husband, who's a fourth-generation Rattler. I discovered during a homecoming trip during our engagement that FAMU had one of the top nursing programs in the country. I fell in love with the school, the people, and the programs. At the FAMU School of Nursing, you get to train on state-of-the-art equipment and learn from some of the best professors in the nursing profession. As a result of my training, I was
The School of Architecture leads the state, the Southeast region, and the nation in the production of African Americans with undergraduate and graduate degrees in architecture and related fields. The school is one of only 7 architecture programs offered at a historically black college or university. It is one of only 2 HBCUs offering accredited degrees in architecture, construction engineering technology, and electronic engineering technology. The school has 2 divisions. The Division of Architecture offers a Bachelor of Science in Architectural Studies, a Professional Bachelor of Architecture, a Master of Science in Architecture, and Professional Master of Architecture degree. The Division of Engineering Technology offers a Bachelor of Science in Construction Engineering Technology and a Bachelor of Science in Electronic Engineering Technology.
I am Andrew Chen, Interim Dean of the FAMU School of Architecture, where we are designing solutions, building leaders. Great things are happening at FAMU every day.
Welcome back to News 20 at 5. I'm Travis Milton with your sports. The Florida A&M University Rattler football team took on Savannah State University this weekend for their second away game in conference play. Entering this game, both the Tigers and Rattlers were in search for their first win of the 2015 season. In the first quarter, Kenny Coleman threw a touchdown pass to cut the Tigers' lead down to 3, but it wasn't enough as the Rattlers fell 37-27, giving the Tigers their first win in 2 years. The Rattlers are now 0-2 in conference play and still winless on the 2015 season. And Florida State University running back Dalvin Cook made it look easy for the 11th-ranked Seminoles as they took on Wake Forest University. Cook ran for 94 yards, adding a touchdown before leaving the game with a left hamstring injury in the first half. And switching over to prep sports, the Childs High School Timberwolves football team shocked the city when they stunned the Lincoln Trojans in a 17-14 thriller. Childs overcame an early 14-7 deficit to shut out the Trojans in the second half. The Trojans had an opportunity to win the game on their final punt return, but Timberwolves punter Connor Harris tackled Vincent Johnson at the 8-yard line. The Timberwolves are looking to continue their quest to make history against Mosley High School. And the Florida A&M Lady Rattlers volleyball team failed to win a match against Bethune-Cookman University Friday. Cookman downed the Rattlers 3-0 in the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference Southern Division match Friday, snapping a 48-match losing streak to the Rattlers in the 2014 regular season finale. The Rattlers will now return home for a 2-match MEAC weekend set next Friday and Sunday against North Carolina Central and North Carolina A&T.
Coming up after the break, the Arva B. Hawkins power plant in Tallahassee opened up its doors to the public. We'll give you an inside scoop of that tour after the break. Stay tuned. You're watching News 20 at 5.
We are different. Society should aspire to be more like us.
Be part of the first class. Get energized. Get outside.
Hold on, guys. It's gonna get bumpy.
And get moving. Experience the power of physical activity. Join the movement at ActionHeroAlliance.com.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
And happy Public Power and Natural Gas Week. To kick things off, the Arva B. Hopkins Power Generating Station held an open house on Sunday. The free event had activities for all ages with guided plant tours, helicopter displays, games for children, and light refreshments. The Hopkins Generating Station Unit 2 is an award-winning unit recognized for its advanced technology, environmental protections, noteworthy designs, and operational efficiencies.
That's all for the weather.
And that concludes tonight's show. For Shakoria and Travis, I'm Taylor Bishop. Thanks for watching, and remember to also follow us on FAMUTVnews.com for more updates. Have a good evening.